Hi, my lovely. I'm at the moment feel like I'm in between worlds, in between dimensions. I don't know what you want to call it. I want to share a little story about a film that I watched the other night called Curse, and it's a beautiful film. Don't go by the title, um, but it's about the fairies, Merlin, and religion trying to crush him out. And in their fight for survival, actually, in their fight for survival, um, they go to a place, secret place. Why isn't that working? And in this secret place, to get to it, they have to go through the woods. Come on. They have to go through the woods to get to this secret place, secret location for the fairies. And there's symbols that are left in the woods on the trees. Sorry, I'm fucking around with that tree. I've had so many technical issues today. I don't know whether we've got um, retrogrades going on. I also need to know if anyone can hear me.
No, I haven't. I'm still here. Right, yeah. So, anyway, going through the woods, they have these signs that are hanging in the woods to let the other folk know, and it's not just the fairy folk; it's the folk with the horns, fawn folk, and all the other mysticals. And then I left here and went down to the down the road, and on my way down there,
I found this, and this is one of the signs that is hanging in the trees to let the people know where the fairy folk are and where it is safe. And then there we go. It looks like that, like this ish. And then on the way back, I found another one. And then I went to write my books about Talika and Tilly, and throughout the whole of those books, there's always been this blue gem that the Fairy Queen gives them, and when she needs the Fairy Queen, they get the blue gem out, and she appears. And I got the laptop out to put all the books together today. And this little blue gem just turned up. I can't show you. Can I show you? This little blue gem just turned up on my laptop. I know where it is. So we're going to get straight in. Joanne said she's feeling writerly creative today. We're going to get straight in. Protection of the highest level, messages from the fairy realm of the highest level. What's the energy? What opportunities do we have as a collective? What are we going through? What have we been through? What's the feels? What's the feels for today? Yeah, give me some feels. We got 3. Bottom of the deck, we got the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is building, starting to build solid foundations, moving forward, the beginning stages of, but feeling like she's looking at it like, I've not quite got enough to share. I've not quite got enough to give out at the moment. So this is like prep time, which is what I've been doing, what is going on. We've just had that full moon in Cancer, which was kind of like the end of the year, but we know it's not the end of the year, but the end of the cycle. We've got the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is falling in love. This is a heart activation. This is, I fill my own cup. I fill my own cup with what makes my heart sing It doesn't necessarily need to be a person. And when we're looking at it energetically, we're always looking at it from inwardly, and it's overflowing. So this is what I'm going to do today. This is going to fill my cup, regardless of anything on the outside. And then I have enough in my cup to share, overflowing, falling in love with life, with the person. We've got the Two of Pentacles, and we had this around the full moon and supermoon in Cancer. The Two of Pentacles is juggling two responsibilities, juggling two ideas, juggling two jobs, and she's got to drop something. Something's got to go. She's got to let go of something to free up her hands. So the bigger one looks like it's more heavy, but it's obviously going to provide more. You know, this kind of like back and forth, which one's got to go? And I knew it. We've got Magician energy. This is mastering the abilities to be able to manifest whatever it is you want. And this is like the message I just keep hearing and hearing and hearing over and over again, is that we are more magical than we have been led to believe. Hence the fact I'm writing these children's books, hence the fact that I watch a film and the signs turn up outside. You know, every single person on this planet has the ability to manifest the reality that they want. Now, the reality that we're actually sitting in at the present moment is to teach us the lessons that we need to learn to master all these skills. Now, this is mastery of the Pentacles, the 3D, abundance, mastery of the wands, the ability to be able to manifest and use magic and have that fire energy. The cup, which is the ability to master the heart space without being overreactive, oversensitive, you know, clearing out the heart space. And then, the sword of truth, the sword of being able to speak from authenticity, to be able to cut ties with anything that no longer serves, the sword of justice. So we've got the cups, the Magician, and this Two of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles at the bottom. Now, if you put 4 and 2 together, you've got 6 Pentacles, and 6 Pentacles is gifts coming in, gratitude, and giving and receiving in equal balance. So we're going to get one from the Oracle Fairies. See what they got to say. It was actually the Labyrinth Fairies that I felt screeching out to me today. So give me something with the Magician, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. It's like that Two of Pentacles is, you've got to go into the heart space to find out which one it is that needs dropping. Look in a book. Whatever your question right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find will bring the insight you seek. So this could literally, and I've done this before, and it's green as well, so it's very heart chakra. But I've done this before. It is literally picking up a book, wish wisely. Now, this is Magician energy. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire, Ace of Cups, and take practical steps forward, making your dreams come true. Now, I feel like she is in winter, so it doesn't have to be a fast process, but it is like I've got to go into my heart space and drop something to make room for this wish fulfillment to come in. But there is Magician energy around at the moment to manifest that, to bring that into reality. Now, what I was going to say was look in a book. So I'm literally going to grab the nearest book. And this is something you can try. When you get looking a book, you can literally just ask the question, flick through the pages, and then to borrow of the waters, emotion, serenity, meditation, graceful accepting and change. And she's got water in her hand, which is the water of the cups, which is the water of the heart space. But that is what you can do when it says, if you're looking for answers, look in a book. Or literally, strangely, writing actually came up this morning. Not just for me, but for another friend, Joanne. So, if that is what is going to fill your heart's desire, it could be a message to get writing. Let's see. Ace of Cups, the Magician, the Two of Pentacles. And when we've got the Two of Pentacles, we do have to drop. It's almost like weighing up, well, what is my responsibility? What's not my responsibility? Weighing up what needs to be dropped. You can't write with your hands full. Yeah, look in a book, Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Magician. Manifesting energy, and then wish wisely. So that really is about going right into the heart space and going, actually, what do I want my life to look like? What are my ambitions? We have growth, which is beautiful. 15 breaks down to a 6, which I was saying, the Four of Pentacles is not quite having enough. The Two of Pentacles is like, I've got to drop something to open up free space and to put more stuff in my basket. But it does actually lead up to 6. And this is growth. Oh, look at that. You can't see it. Growth. And it feels like it's not overnight. It's an ongoing process. Don't know what's wrong with my throat today. It's an ongoing process of growth. And it feels very solar plexus because it is so yellow. But she's got this like purple hair. And all these colours are coming out of her. So we'll have a look at what the actual... Now this one was... So wish wisely, look in a book, and it says release. 5. This is change. So something needs to be let go of. It's a little bit like the tower, and you can see it looks like the tower. It's like lightning striking, but release. Release something. Let go of something in order to make this or create, in order to make or create space. Something needs releasing. Now, if we've got the Ace of Cups and this release and look in a book, it could be an emotional release in the heart space, a letting go of something to create more space in the heart. So, where are we going next? We will go back to the labyrinth, the fairies, and see. Release, look in a book, wish wisely, because we've got the Magician. How's the sound? Is the sound good, Charlotte? Can you just give me a thumbs up? Can you hear me? I've put it on speaker. Yeah, give me more on this Ace of Cups, Magician, and the Two of Pentacles. Oh, Temperance. Temperance is sitting. Oh, wow. So Temperance is sitting in the present moment. She is not being distracted. She hasn't even got her eyes open, so her eyes are closed. She's pouring the water, which is her emotions, out into the cup. She knows exactly where her energy and emotions are going and flowing. And she's looking in the direction of where she is going and flowing without being distracted by anything. She's not looking down. She's not looking sideways. She's literally sitting like this. She's got her cup. She's pouring into her own cup, and she's not being distracted by anything. Now, we got the star card on top of that as well. So the star is a wish fulfillment. And we got the wish wisely as well. So there is a wish fulfillment coming in. Or there is something that you have manifested or have at the minute. The energy of manifestation with the magician, the energy of the magician to have this wish granted. This star card is like, it's like being open and vulnerable. The star card, like in the tarot, she's naked. Again, she's got one foot in the water, so she's in touch with her emotions. And the star card is time to shine. Again, she's pouring out the water. There's a lot of water in here, so it's very a release. And with release, it's like release of the emotional space, release of the heart space. Let anything go that's not in alignment. This is literally this is sitting in the present moment, which is the most powerful place to be to bring in manifestations. And at the bottom, we've got the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, she works under the moon. She works in the dark. She works with her dreams. Her eyes are shut as well. This is all about using the third eye. And she's feeling out the crystal ball. So she sees without seeing. She knows without knowing. She can feel out anything that's not in alignment with her, with where she's going. And then, obviously, there's some kind of wish fulfillment. This is what is available to us at the moment with the High Priestess. And it could just be working with that energy of the High Priestess. She does this sort of work. She gets out cards. She does go by the moon. But like I say, she actually intuitively knows. So there's some intuitive wish fulfillment coming in the heart space, manifested, but after a release of a juggling of two things. Something's got to go. And wish wisely. It's hidden depths underneath that. It's green, and she's walked halfway into the water, and she's got this thing in her hand. So this is going to be dig deep. And when it says look in a book, it could literally mean either writing a book or just opening up the pages and see what you're first drawn to. The answers to your questions are going to come in a book. Right, I'm just going to get some clarification. Oh, do I need to? Let's have a look. How's the sound? I don't know who that is. It says it's suspected spam, so I'm not going to answer it. How's the sound, darling? They're upside down. Let me just cut them off. Right, okay. Anything else on this? Ace of Cups, falling in love with life. That is a heart activation. Waking up every morning and feeling, excited about what's gonna come in today. There, something's going on here. They're all upside down. We don't want them all upside down. We don't want them all upside down. I must have... how weird. They were all upside down right up until the Two of Pentacles. I don't want upside down right up until the Two of Pentacles. And can you see she's juggling? She's juggling those pentacles in the air. She's actually thrown them up in the air to free up her hand. But they were all upside down until that Two of Pentacles. You can have a look, read up on the Two of Pentacles. Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands to me is a little bit competition-y, but it is training ground. It's training ground to master the wand. Five of Wands is competition, ego, and wanting to win. Not at all costs like the Five of Swords, but it is this competition with the wands, with other people. Now, the Two of Pentacles could be actually dropping that energy of wanting to be right, wanting to, you know, get involved in possibly stuff that is a waste of energy. Does it fill your heart space? Why didn't I leave that out? And that could be the growth. So that is possibly something that needs releasing from the emotional space in the heart space, which kind of Five of Wands is like ego. It is wanting to be right. Seven of Swords. So again, it's working in the dark. It's manipulating behavior, manipulating, that is winning at all costs. It's strategic planning. So done in its positive form would be like sitting up all night going, right, this is what I've got to do to get to where I want to be. And it's in the mind space. But when it's overused, it's Seven of Swords is manipulating behavior to get what you want. So it could be using that High Priestess energy to feel out any Five of Wands and Seven of Swords. Because we don't want that in the heart space, in the chakra, heart chakra. And the Ace of Swords, clarity, truth, something coming to light. It's coming out of the water. So it could be an element of self, or it could be a truth that has been exposed. And it's like, I've got the sword. Here is the sword of Excalibur. But it just means it's either a new thought pattern, a new way of thinking, or like a brand new idea, or a brand new way of thinking, or a truth has been revealed, either outwardly or inwardly. So the Seven of Swords creates the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is, I feel stuck, I feel trapped, I can't do this, I can't do that. I want to drop one of those pentacles, but am I going to be okay? We are not trees. And that's where going in and using that High Priestess energy, with this High Priestess energy, Priestess energy, she can literally put herself into the future version or any, and feel out whether it's in alignment with her or not. She's mastered those abilities. Right, one from the Labyrinth series, it keeps coming up with, that was really quick. So the feline. The feline is Have you left anything lying around? Have you tidied up your shit? This could be financial, but it's more emotional. Have you closed out old relationships if we're looking at it in the heart space? Is there something you need to let go of? Is there something that needs releasing? Because the feline hangs around behind us looking for loose ends that we've left on the floor. So this is emotionally, karmically, tidying up our space, cutting the ties with that which no longer serves us, using our intuition to feel out what's my body trying to tell me. Unity. So unity is number one. It's the beginning of, and so is the magician. The beginning of number one, and we are moving into it. Are we in a number 1 year yet? We are in a number 1 year. So unity is cooperation, union, mystical experience, and spiritual home. I'm going to hold it up. I hope you can see it. Right. I'm not complaining. I'm going to hold it there. When this card comes up in a reading, it is asking us to remember the mystical concept that we are all one, unified in a holistic universe. It reminds us to look at the needs and goals we have in common with others and to seek cooperation and community action rather than attempt to do things on our own. To achieve our goals, we need active cooperation of others, and to get cooperation, we must be helpful to them and willing to work with their ideas as well as our own. It suggests we think of things in terms of equal partnerships rather than lines of hierarchy or authority. Unity also tells us we have much to gain by remembering our own wholeness, which is the Ace of Cups and the Star card and the Temperance. We are already whole. It's important at this time as we work towards cooperation and reconciliation within and without. Seek the highest good of all involved, not merely your idea of the highest good, and ask for the divine energy of unity to permeate and guide you. Let's get another. But it's a number one card, and so's the Magician. So we have that really strong energy of manifestation at the minute. What we focus on, we create. This fell out on release and unity. Who is he? Who is he? Let's have a look. Number 61. I'm not sure about him. The guy who obviously wrote The Labyrinth and done all the goblins in The Labyrinth is the person who created these fairies. Imaginary fears, unreal hazards, and realistic caution. It's time to look at the truth behind your fears and to distinguish between what is real and what is just projection of old traumas and fears into an imaginary future. By delving into old patterns, we see past them to more liberating life. Only by facing these fears honestly and seeing them for what they are do we gain great capability to open our hearts to the singer of courage, in strength to face the reality, difficult challenges in our lives. Each false fear confronted, resolved, makes us much stronger. Beautiful. Topsy-turvies at the bottom. I'm going to close with one of my earth magic. Oh no, I really, I don't know. I love the divine circus. I love the roses. I love them all. And they've all found me. But we're gonna close with one divine circus for this reading, for the collective energy at the minute. Just the one. If they don't pop out, it's meant to be the other pack. Just the one. Close. No. Okay. I don't know why I found them. They don't. I'm not thinking. Unless they're just for a whole reading on their own, they don't seem to want to work with the fairies for some reason. But Earth Magic does. So we're going to close with Earth Magic. New moon, promise. Okay, we do have the new moon coming up and there is a promise. So be careful what you wish for. This is manifestation energy of, there's a star card. There's a couple sat looking at the new moon, but there's a promise. Fairies, earth magic, autumn equinox, release, twice, and nurturing. You couldn't make this shit up. So this nurturing is very much like this growth. Look at the pictures there. They're very symbolic of each other. It's planting these seeds, nurturing oneself, having a bloody good old look in the heart space to see what it is, where, what's still left in there that I need to get rid of, what needs pouring out so I can fill my own cup, as like that, overpouring. So nurturing speaks for itself. It is about taking care, one, of oneself. Every time you see a plant or you talk to an animal and you're nurturing it, you're watering it, and we forget to do that on the inside as well. And as we look after ourselves, that energy goes into Mother Earth. Let's see what the fairies want to say. I can't believe I said that. I was like, no, they don't want to work with the fairies. And then we get the fairies. So the fairies, earth magic. Earth magic. And it's purple as well. Can you see? Yeah. There we go. You have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more importantly, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is the willingness to pay attention to the trees, plant life around you, and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse land, make a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something. Get your hands in the dirt and do it with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends and you will be rewarded many times over. Now, fairies have assumed responsibility for the plants and trees, and they help you with your garden. Fairies appreciate it when you show them through our actions that we love the earth as much as we do. And then release. So that's 2 lots of release. And that's it. It's like, something's got to go. I really want to know, I'm nosy. I really want to know what it is, but release twice. released twice. And why did I say it twice? Because of the Two of Pentacles? Maybe there's too much going on. Too many responsibilities. R-S. Read. If only I could read. Release. Why can't I find it? It's not in there. I've got the right book. Oh no, because it's autumn equinox. Fuck. Right. Autumn equinox, release. In many areas of the world, trees prepare for the winter and conserve their energy by contracting their life force. That is, they release the leaves which have required the rays of the sun and nourishment from the earth in order to maintain robust growth and appearance. It's not a decision the trees make, at least not in the usual sense. It's natural response to the decreasing cycle of light that sets up the gradual and steady release of the tree's leaves. Right. Now is the time to let go of anything in your life. Now is the time to let anything in your life fall away that is no longer useful or needed for the emergent expression of who you are. Allow yourself to gradually shed what has become burdensome and no longer congruent with your soul's purpose. Conserve your energy by allowing yourself more rest while at the same time making preparations for the winter season. Look especially at your material possessions, and that is the pentacles are like the 3D, and be brutally honest with yourself as you discern which of these can be given away or somehow released. Consider shedding relationships that have served their purpose and are no longer viable, as well as work or a job that has become devoid of interest and passion. With release comes a sense of being much lighter, just like the trees that have openly bare their nakedness once their leaves have departed, and gives room for whatever new. Life is ready to birth following a period of quiet and gestation. So let go of whatever has outlived its purposefulness and trust that something else will take its place. And it looks like this is leading up to the new moon. There's a promise coming in. I love you.